My name is Femke van den Berg from Science Limited, and in this short video I will show you how to register and add an onion field to the CropMonitor Pro system. To start off, we first have to navigate to the website, and we do that by typing in www.cropmonitor, all in one word, .co.uk. Clicking the first link that comes up will lead us to the main website of CropMonitor, and this front page will store a lot of additional information, but the bit that we're currently interested in is the pages on which we see field specific risk predictions appear, and on those pages we want to register some fields. So to do this, we navigate to the top right hand corner which states login or register, and click on the Pro Service icon, which is the icon coloured in orange. This will pop up a box to ask you whether you want to log in or register, and we click on register, and once more whilst we've gone on to these new pages. So this pops up a set of tabs that we need to complete before we can register, to complete the registration of our field. I will go through some of these forms in detail, whereas in others I'll skip through it more quickly because some of the entries are quite self-explanatory, as is the majority of this first tab here. The important field for now is the email address, because this box is being used to check in our database whether you have been registered on our whitelist and to which crops you should be given access. So in this case we have Catherine Lambourne from AHDB wanting to register an onion field. So she would enter her personal email address which she has registered on the whitelist with CropMonitor, the CropMonitor group, and this would allow her access to the onion module to which we've added her. So like I said, the rest of the information on this tab is quite self-explanatory, so we skip to the next tab. As you can see, the customer details tab has an exclamation mark associated with it at the moment, which means that not all required fields have been completed. So before you can finalize your registration of fields, you will have to ensure that all the required fields have been completed. So now we would like to register a onion field. So we do that by first of all looking for the location where our field is roughly located. So for example, in Yorkshire near Ferrer, we can enter a postcode or a grid reference and then click the zoom in button. That will zoom in the Google Maps to around about the postcode that you've entered, and the postcode more or less appears in the middle of your screen compared to the tab. So I've entered the postcode for Science Limited, which is about here. You can then zoom in further by using the plus and minus buttons here to find the field that you would like to register. Once you've located your field, you click Field Center, and this then allows you to place the cursor more or less in the center of a field for it to then select. So let's say I would like to register a potato field up here. Once you've clicked the location of the field, you get a marker placed on the location you've clicked, and then you get 9 squares around that location appear. These are the grid tiles that are associated with the weather data, and you now have to choose the grid tile that you think best represents the field that you have selected. You can choose a single grid location like so, or if you're on the edge of something and you think the average weather of those 2 tiles better reflects the weather experienced in the field, you can select 2 grids. You can actually select up to 9 fields if you wish. For now, we will stick with just 1 tile as it's quite central to our field. You can then add a farm name. So for example, test farm, postcode YO311LZ was the Ferrer station. You can enter farm size details, the field name, which is a name that you can easily recognize the field with. So maybe I call this Ferrer station field. You then can select a crop. In this case, I want to register an onion field. You can choose the cultivar that you're intending to grow on this plot from a drop-down list. It shows you all the cultivars that are currently available on the recommended list, which means that for certain diseases we have access to resistance ratings for those crops. But if your cultivar is not present on this list, you could select other. You can put in a sow or planting date, and the tillage and previous cropping information will help in some cases update the risk information. So once you complete all this information, you can navigate to the billing details, complete all the information here, after which you come to the My Subscription page. Before you can register, finalize the registration of your field, you will have to agree the license terms, and then this will change into a confirm button. Once you hit the confirm button, your registration will then be complete. As you can see at the moment, we are not charging for any of the information, so you will not be sent an invoice as such. You will get a welcome email to let you know that you are now fully set up. One thing to note is that the risk predictions will only become available the next morning after you registered your fields, because we only run the models once daily at the moment. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please contact us on our email address, which is cropmonitor@ferrer.co.uk. Thank you for watching.